Since his high school football days in East Texas, Dalen Mack has always been one of the biggest, strongest, and best players on the field. So, a story of perseverance may not seem to fit with Mack's career over the past 4 years at Texas A&M. But after bursting onto the scene as a freshman, Mack disappeared from the highlights and stat sheet for 2 seasons, which set up one heck of a comeback in 2018. Mack's NFL future is now very bright, and the Aggie learned along the way, Mom knows best.
You don't have to hear everything I say, just hear a little bit of what I say.
A 5-star prospect out of Gladewater High School, Dalen Mack has heard it all.
Well, the 5-star wasn't highly coveted before kickoff,
especially from elite programs wanting his talents. In fact, as one of the top recruits in the entire nation from the class of 2015, Mack announced his college destination live on ESPN.
But at this time, I'll be taking my talents to Texas A&M University.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It just taught me how to handle outside noises and all the distractions.
As a freshman with the Aggies in 2015, the defensive tackle lived up to the hype and his nickname, the Mack Truck.
Oh my goodness! Mack a truck! It's a loss of 5.
Mack saw extensive playing time in every game while racking up 32 tackles, including 9.5 tackles for loss.
I was feeling like I was going to be in college for 3 years. I'm not going to lie to you. So, yeah, feeling pretty good.
But then, years 2 and 3 in Aggie land didn't go as planned. Mack only registered 7.5 tackles for loss as a sophomore and junior. All of a sudden, football after Texas A&M was no longer a sure bet.
I was going through a little bit of depression. You know, it was the first time in my life I was unsuccessful in football, sophomore and junior year. Scheme kind of changed a little bit. They wanted me to work more lateral. But I mean, I was doing it just because the team needed me to.
He was pretty down, but my goal as his mom was to help him maintain and stay focused. No matter when I talked to him, I would try to uplift him and let him know, believe in yourself. It's there. You just got to find it again. You just got to get back on that path again.
The other good news for Mack, Mom wasn't the only one helping him through the tough times. Game day roommate and fellow defensive lineman Kingsley Kiki was there to pick up his teammate.
I was there from his freshman year when he was doing good and all those things. You got to adjust. You got to keep fighting. You never let up because, you know, it's always a moment for you to come back.
Mack did just that.
Once again, renewing acquaintances, Dalen Mack with the quarterback tie story.
A pair of mission trips to Haiti were also an important chapter in this comeback story. Going back to his high school jersey number 34 was once again a disruptive force in the middle for the A&M defense in 2018. Mack matched his freshman total of 9.5 tackles for loss, but he also racked up 5.5 sacks.
I had a blast. It was the most fun I ever had at A&M. But thank God for Coach Jimbo and Coach Elko. They changed my life big time. They brought a mentality change. That's why I changed my number to 34, because they told me to, they wanted me to play like I did back in high school. So that was part of the mentality change as well, and I really benefited a lot from them showing up to A&M.
Proud mom. One of the comments he made was, I might listen to you sometime. He understood where he was at. He understood that this was it. And the important thing was for him to stay focused and maintain and understand that he is an athlete. He has the ability to play. He just has to find it back within himself and within his heart. And he did find himself.
A productive senior campaign is still paying off. Mack was invited to the East-West Shrine game and a standout performance in Florida, then earned the defensive tackle a spot at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama a couple weeks ago, which is the premier all-star event leading up to the NFL Combine.
I'm just going out there doing what I know I can do, and people are just taking notice. I had to prove that I'm, one of the best players in the upcoming draft.
Way to go, son! To see him accomplishing and the smile back on his face, doing what he loves to do, and knowing that sometimes you go through a change and it might not be your season, but it will come back around.
A true story of perseverance for all of us to learn from. And in Mack's case, staying strong in recent months is about to pay off big time in the NFL draft come April.
I like where I'm at right now, so I wouldn't change anything. I think having a lot of success freshman year and then having not as much success as I wanted in the middle years taught me, how to handle both situations. And I feel like I'm a stronger person for that, and I feel like right now I'm the best version of myself.
I knew he had the skills, and I knew he had everything to reach this point in life. it's like it came real fast. He knows that the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, but he also knows what a great comeback looks like as well.
A solid showing at the Senior Bowl has Mack's draft stock on the rise. The defensive lineman is currently training for the NFL Combine and his pro day at Michael Johnson Performance in McKinney. Mack, by the way, is one of 8 Aggies to be invited to the Combine in Indianapolis, which takes place at the beginning of March. And if we've learned anything throughout this story, Mack will not quit until he achieves his dream of playing professional football.